Infiniti's SUV of the future.
It has the sportiness of a coupe, the roominess of a hatchback.
What's new at General Motors?
It is a bit of a pocket rocket.
Porsche goes retro with an all-new 911 Targa. SST is brought to you by Stark Auto Sales, home of the ultimate worldwide scratch and dent car sale. Hey friends, I'm Rick Walker. Welcome to another edition of the SST Car Show. We have some very cool things to share with you today, including a look at the all-new Porsche 911 Targa. Very exciting car. We're also going to head off to Ottawa for our weekly chat with our spokesperson from the Canadian Automobile Association. But first, here's a look at the all-new Infiniti Q30 Concept vehicle. Our own Amanda Lee interviews Wendy Durand, spokesperson for Infiniti.
Wendy, what's new with Infiniti?
There's lots new with Infiniti, and right behind us is the Q30 Concept vehicle that's making its Canadian debut here at the Toronto Auto Show.
Is this a design exercise or an engineering exercise?
Well, the Q30 Concept vehicle is a glimpse into what the future is for Infiniti. You can see from the design that it has the sportiness of a coupe, the roominess of a hatchback, and the crossover piece, which is the utility. So it's an interesting exercise in what we're looking to go into for the young-minded premium consumer.
Now, is this car going to be in production?
The Q30 Concept vehicle behind us will be added to the lineup, the Infiniti lineup, alongside the Q50, which is right behind us. Our three-time AJAC award-winning Q50. We're very excited about how it's resonated with the Canadian journalists and, most importantly, with the consumers.
Are you trying to gauge public reaction with this car?
We're always interested in what the public reaction is to the vehicles, and in this one in particular, yes, the unique color that we have on this concept vehicle, which is a vehicle that our director of performance, Sebastian Vettel, you might know that name. He's the four-time world champion F1 racer. He will be fully involved with this particular vehicle for details on the driving experience. So you know that this vehicle, when it does come into production, will be dynamic and really a driver's vehicle.
Porsche, there is no substitute. And when it comes to Porsches, there's no substitute for the iconic 911. Well, Porsche has reinvented the 911, but it still has that classic 911 styling. Off we go to Detroit, the Motor City now, for a look at this iconic vehicle with August Ochleitner, with our own Maggie Yole. When it comes to the style of the Porsche 911, the cliche, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, couldn't be more appropriate. However, when it comes to the technology being used in the 911 Targa, Porsche is definitely moving in different directions. The new 911 Targa has a power drop top that makes the switch to wind-in-your-hair motoring effortless.
Can you tell me a little bit about this model that is so much better than all the former models?
Now you can open and close the roof automatically with the push of the button.
The latest generation of the extravagant 911 combines the classic Targa concept with innovative roof technology, which features the fixed Targa bar in place of the B-pillar and wraparound rear window.
The basic operation is made in an electric hydraulic way.
Fits together beautifully like a puzzle.
The fully automatic power roof is a welcome and exciting move forward for Porsche enthusiasts. models. The 911 Targa 4 is powered by a 3.4-liter flat engine offering an output of 350 horsepower. The S model features a 3.8-liter flat engine with an output of 400 horsepower. These are not the air-cooled power plants of yesteryear. They are more modern, refined power plants. This new 911 is being offered as a remake of the classic 1965 Targa. The lines, the wide rear end, they are all unmistakably 911. The Targa bar is not only a distinct 911 characteristic, it is also functional. It is constructed from steel on the inside to offer rollover protection, but has aluminum accented trim on the outside. The low slung profile and low center of gravity give the 911 road holding abilities that are further enhanced with all-wheel drive and a traction management system. The rear engine configuration is also classic 911. Performance is nothing without a solid platform, though. The chassis of the new Targa models comes largely from the 911 Carrera all-wheel drive models. The 911 may pay tribute to its 1965 roots, but this car looks too modern to be called retro, only because it is more fitting to describe it as timeless. Don't go away. When we come back, we will talk to you about automotive styling and we'll interview Chuck Novak from General Motors.
Be smart and stick around. We've got more to fit into our show.
Oil change is just $15.99 at Lube Plus Windsor, where the plus gets you more. More service, including oil changes, transmission flushes, even brake service. More choice. Pick from leading brands of oil. More value. Get every 7th oil change free. Stop by our new state-of-the-art Lube Center for our New Year's Lube Express $15.99 oil change special. This is a limited time offer. Lube Plus Windsor, where the plus gets you more. 2955 County Road 42, directly across from the Windsor Airport. Military history comes to life August 16th and 17th at the 2014 edition of the Southern Ontario Military Muster. See World War I and World War II reenactments, vintage military vehicles including tanks, jeeps, half-tracks, and personnel carriers in motion. It's exciting and entertaining family fun. The biggest event of its kind in Canada, the Southern Ontario Military Muster, August 16th and 17th at the Essex Centre Sports Complex in the town of...
If you're looking for a pre-owned vehicle, you have to check out Fusion Auto Sales in Tilbury.
Nobody beats our prices and selection on late model luxury.
Smart shoppers know now is the time to buy a sports car.
We have a huge selection of vans, crossovers, and SUVs, including imports. The competition has no idea how we do it.
Fusion Auto Sales. You're gonna like the way we deal.
37 Mill Street West, Tilbury.
Steve Pluckett presents the Fleetwood Country Cruise-In, June 7th and 8th. See over 3,000 vintage vehicles with a special 50th anniversary salute to the Ford Mustang. Meet celebrities like Batmobile designer George Barris, Bo Hopkins, Candy Clark, Gene Winfield, Courtney Hanson, and Linda Vaughn. 110 acres of classics, customs, hot rods, and specialty vehicles. 9282 Elviage Drive, London. An automotive extravaganza like no other. Visit FleetwoodCountryCruisin.com.
London Kia is challenging you to find a better price with Score the Best Price happening now. Get 0% financing for up to 84 months, plus up to $4,000 bonus cash on your next new vehicle. Great cars like our luxury compact sedan Forte, our family-friendly crossover Rondo, and the award-winning crossover SUV Sorento. Score the best price at London Kia, your Kia Superstore, 764 Warncliffe Road South, or visit londonkia.com.
New spring styles are arriving daily at Gold Coast Fashions in downtown Chatham and Wallaceburg. Gold Coast features quality clothing from Canadian manufacturers. Look good, feel great, for less, in this spring's freshest colors. Business, casual, formal, and wedding fashions. Visit goldcoastfashions.com and see what's new today. Shop Canadian, shop local, shop tax-free.
Hey friends, welcome back to the SST Car Show. Off we go to Ottawa, to the Ottawa Gatineau International Auto Show. That's where we hooked up with Chuck Novak from General Motors. Chuck fills us in on all the exciting things going on with General Motors, in particular what's going on with the new Chevy Sonic. One of the cars that really made an impact or an impression on us this year is this vehicle beside us, this Chevy Sonic. What have you done with this car that makes it so fast, so nimble, and make it handle so well?
Well, Rick, first of all, thanks very much for the accolade, and we really appreciate your guys' interest in the car because it is a bit of a pocket rocket. Sonic is it's quite a versatile vehicle for us. It ranges everywhere from being a daily commuter to a, as I say, pocket rocket like this vehicle is here. We put a 1.4-liter turbo engine in this vehicle. The RS edition's got a lowered and it's got a stiffer chassis on it, so the handling characteristics are very dynamic compared to the standard Sonic. We've also put a different seating arrangement in it. You look at the seats, you've got the RS-specific seats in this vehicle. You feel like when you're driving this car, you're driving a real sports car. You look at the interior of the vehicle, you got that cockpit inspiration behind it, that bit of a motorcycle feel when you look at the instrumentation. All says this car is all about performance. The other thing about the Sonic, though, I think it's very important, probably even more so than what's under the hood, is what the car can do inside for people. One of the things that we love about the fact that Sonic's got available and what it does have in it is the connectivity to people's cell phones. You want to talk to Siri on your Sonic, you can do it. You don't have to touch your cell phone. It stays in your pocket where everybody wants it to stay, but you can have the full functionality of your smartphone through the Sonic itself. So we recognize these are the sorts of things people are looking for in their cars today. It's not so much popping the hood anymore. It's what people want to see what's behind that 7-inch screen that's on the dash. So that's the sort of things that we're trying to build into our vehicles today to make them more purposeful, make them more useful and more connected into people's lives. So
this is a car really that can do a lot of things for a lot of different people because the platform is so versatile. You can come in and get into a car like this for what, around $14,500?
That's correct. We start around $14,000 for a sedan, and that's the other thing about Sonic. If you want a 4-door sedan, we can get that for you. If you want the versatility of a hatch, we've got that as well. So you're starting around $14,000 for a sedan, and you start around $15,000 for a hatch. And as I say, it's a range of vehicles that you can go from a daily commuter all the way up to a real sporty version. This RS is around $25,000 now. So.
And you're building a lot of, or incorporating a lot of luxury into the car as you move up the options ladder.
Oh, absolutely. And even if you sit in our base cars, quote-unquote base cars, I think you'll find that the tactile, the feel to the dashboards, the plastics in the vehicle, just the feel of the steering wheel, the shifter knob, we're putting a lot of attention to detail in this now, just the way things feel to people. No longer getting that feeling like this is an economy car. This is a small car with a purpose. It doesn't mean you have to forego a feeling of that I'm in a quality vehicle. And we're putting a lot of attention to our interiors, the things that people don't necessarily pick up right away, but they do pick up on it subconsciously, and it says, hey, this vehicle is a quality vehicle. It feels good. It feels a bit like a luxury vehicle. You don't have to, you have to apologize for the fact that you're driving a subcompact car anymore. You've got everything you need because people are looking for smaller vehicles with all the luxury amenities they expect to see in the past in larger vehicles. We need smaller vehicles for our daily commutes and for our daily lives and just for fuel efficiency.
And in fact, I can tell you that when we were test driving this car, the response that I got from people was surprising because they didn't look at us like, oh, you're driving an economy car. It was sort of like, hey, that's a cool car. That's a cool little car. But I think they almost look at you like you're now responsible for driving something that is a little bit smaller and more fuel efficient.
Well, thanks, Rick, for saying that. And that's a great word. Responsible is a great word because in many people's cases, this is all we need for transportation. But you don't want to forego those things that you want to have and you've had in bigger cars in the past. Those, like I said, those luxury items, those luxury options, you'll find them all in this vehicle. So I appreciate the fact that you picked up on that. And we're making that kind of connection with people, and I think people are coming to realize that when they test drive one of these vehicles, they're fun to drive, they're purposeful, as they said, they connect with their lives, and they can have a great time, and it's to be non-apologetic for driving a small car, because let's face it, that's what most of us really all we need to drive. So.
All right, and just a final note, this thing inside, very quiet. It will really surprise you. You would swear you're in a bigger car. And that's because of the build quality. There are no rattles, and they put a lot of soundproofing into this vehicle. So check it out. Go for a test drive. This thing, it'll surprise you. Thank you very much, Chuck, for joining us on the program.
Thank you.
Now, friends, I'd like to take a moment to tell you that this program does not accept payment for any of the stories or segments that we air. And in addition to that, we pay for the closed captioning for the hearing impaired. It comes out of our budget, so please support the sponsors who support this show, because we don't get any government grants and we do not get any funding from the networks that air the SST Car Show. Now, on to this week's opinion, my opinion on automotive styling. I'm in the all-new Chevrolet Malibu, and I'm here to talk to you about lines on vehicles, style. You may have noticed that there are more angles on today's cars. The style has changed. Not very long ago, just about every car was round. Every car was sort of a bubble car. Lines are back in vogue. There's a couple of very good reasons for that. First, the car companies, the suppliers to the car companies that make the body panels, have become better at stretching and bending metal. They've got this down to an art now, and as a result, you're seeing the reintroduction of more lines into automotive design. It's also time for a change, and automotive stylists, of course, are reintroducing lines because it gives vehicles more expression. But there's another reason as well. The lines replace parts on vehicles. Before these lines were introduced directly into the metal on the cars, you saw more body side moldings, pieces that were attached to cars with clips. Well, when you can put those lines into the cars without attaching additional parts, it reduces the cost of manufacturing because it reduces the number of parts, it reduces the amount of labor that goes into the assembly of a vehicle, and the other advantage is with fewer parts, you have fewer things to go wrong. When you have fewer pieces attached to the vehicle on the outside, you have a lot fewer parts that are going to rattle around and make noise. Also, it's better for the cars because the body side moldings were really like, salt and dirt collectors. So salt in areas where salt is used on roads would lay along those body side moldings, and eventually with the introduction of water and oxygen, and you have this chemical reaction going on, we all know what that means. It all leads to, you guessed it, rust. And without those body side moldings, you don't get the accumulation of salt and other road grime in there, which contributes to the degradation of the finish on your vehicle and eventually to rust. So, take a look the next time you take a look at some new cars. Look very closely and you'll notice that there are more lines on vehicles today, but fewer parts. Stay right where you are. Just around the corner, a conversation with Korey Kennedy from the Canadian Automobile Association.
Hi, it's Colleen. Don't go away. More Street Sport Television right around the corner.
Stark Auto Sales, the better way for car insurance companies to dispose of salvage. This huge 12-acre site is home to Stark Auto Sales, Canada's premier car insurance recovery center. Stark purchases salvage cars from insurance companies and auctions them off. Insurers deal with Stark because the Stark system saves them money. A huge advantage is that you are dealing directly with the owner.
We're a privately owned Canadian company. We purchase the cars from the insurance company. We give them the option of either us purchasing them or auctioning off on their behalf.
Sold! Stark Auto Sales was established back in the 1970s. Today, the Stark system is automated and efficient. When an insurance company decides to total a vehicle, a report can be filed with Stark's secure online pickup system. Once vehicles are in the Stark database, tow trucks are dispatched immediately to pick up the salvage province-wide. The cars are assessed, photographed, inventoried, and all information is posted on the Stark website. The system is efficient, and the purchase option reduces risk for insurance companies and allows them to make a proper decision whether to repair or total. There are no surprises this way.
The purchase option enables the appraisers, when they go to the body shops to view the car, to make an educated decision whether to write the car off or to have it repaired, because there are no surprises when they get paid for their salvage.
Our huge customer database includes auto recycling yards, body shops, retail customers, and a large volume of exporters. Buyers can attend auctions in person, or they can bid over the internet. The Stark online auction system is state-of-the-art. Complete information on every vehicle is posted, along with high-resolution pictures. Bids come in from around the world.
The internet has grown tremendously. We try to convenience our customers. If they can't attend in person, we of course don't want them not to buy, so we try to make it convenient for them to be able to buy and still conduct their business or do whatever they have to do. So we instituted an online bidding system. It is state-of-the-art. We're always have our IT guys monitoring it, looking for new ways to increase speed, quality, picture. We're always tinkering with it to keep it up to date.
The number of vehicles damaged in collisions in Canada now tops 300,000 a year. A good portion of them occur in Ontario, and with our network of partners strategically located throughout the province, Stark Auto Sales has no problem handling the volume. Stark's is located in central Toronto, making accessibility for appraisers, SIU personnel, and insurers very convenient. Stark offers insurance companies economies of scale and efficiency.
No one does exactly what we do. We can purchase them, we can auction them. Nobody else does that. The other auction houses strictly auction, work on fees and service fees and so forth, and that's how they sell for the insurance companies. We do it differently.
Stark Auto Sales, money-saving, efficient disposal of salvage, reduced risk, a better bottom line.
Thank you for taking your time to view our video. For any inquiries or questions, please don't hesitate to contact me, Stephen Stark, at 416-654-7222. With our many years of experience in the salvage business, I can assure you that with our salvage management team, we will increase your net percentage return on all your salvage.
Find out more about the Stark Auto Sales difference by visiting our facilities at 119 Union Street, Toronto, or visit our website at starkautosales.com.
Steve Pluckett presents the Fleetwood Country Cruise-In, June 7th and 8th. See over 3,000 vintage vehicles with a special 50th anniversary salute to the Ford Mustang. Meet celebrities like Batmobile designer George Barris, Bo Hopkins, Candy Clark, Gene Winfield, Courtney Hanson, and Linda Vaughn. 110 acres of classics, customs, hot rods, and specialty vehicles. 9282 Elviage Drive, London. An automotive extravaganza like no other. Visit FleetwoodCountryCruisin.com. Automotive artist Michael Irvin presents his latest high-powered paintings. Roadrunners, Birdseed, and the reflection of Wile E. Coyote all give a nod to the classic cartoon in Beep Beep. Signed limited edition prints, artist proofs, large canvases. View the online gallery and purchase at michaelirvin.com or call toll-free 1-800-361-5484. Free worldwide shipping. Own a piece of the powerful, surreal world of automotive artist Michael Irvin. Hey friends, welcome back to the SST Car Show. Off we go to Ottawa now for our weekly conversation with the Canadian Automobile Association's Korey Kennedy. Korey Kennedy from the Canadian Automobile Association is with us again, and Korey is here to talk to us today about keeping the CAA alive in the long run. Even though they're doing well today, they know that they have to bring more young people into the membership fold, and that's a challenge. Why is that?
Well, absolutely. Again, as I alluded to earlier on in other segments, that the CAA does have a very rich as well as proud history. The fact of the matter is, it's no secret that the vast majority of our demographic are indeed adults as well as seniors. Now, again, from our vantage point, obviously, over the last several years, even decades, we've tried our utmost to ensure that we cater to a younger demographic, not only with regards to specific campaigns geared towards ensuring their safety and well-being on the roadways, but also to ensuring that we provide them with the benefits as well as the services that they deem to appeal to them. In case in point, again, just with regards from a communications perspective as well as from a service perspective, we've ensured that that we're trying to be a little hip to the scene, in the sense that we've made use of social media such as Facebook, Twitter, YouTube as a means to not only attract as well as retain, but even communicate with the younger demographic. In addition to some of the relying on the website as well as some of the other modern means of technology to keep the younger demographic apprised that yes, CA is around, and here are the benefits that may assist you not only in your younger days, but also later on in life.
And I guess young people, just bottom line is they don't think about things like insurance because they're young. They're having fun, and they're just not as responsible, I guess, as people are when they get older.
And you know what, you hit the nail on the head right there. It's no secret that the vast majority of the younger demographic, we'll say individuals aged between 18 and even we'll say early 30s, well, or better yet, 35, that, you know what, it's usually their parents that end up purchasing the membership for them, predominantly as a gift, or even more so for individuals or their children that are heading away to school, that have one of the family-owned vehicles that have been kind of donated to them along the lines. So again, from a parental perspective, they want to ensure that their child and or children are safe while the parents aren't close by. So they purchase CA membership, and obviously recognizing the fact that they'll be safe and protected should an emergency arise while they're on the roadways.
But young people should think about that too, especially when they're heading off to college or university. They're maybe away from home for the very first time, but it's good to know that CAA is there with them, right? And they should maybe be mentioning that to their parents as something that maybe they want as a gift.
Absolutely, and like I said, not only from a roadside perspective angle, and obviously from modern technology, where again, we've developed some apps for various mobile devices in order for the younger demographic to make use of, and not only younger demographic, but also the older ones too that are a little bit more savvy. But even from that perspective, we're doing our utmost to ensure that we target that particular audience and we deliver on their wants and needs, and hopefully the trend will continue over the next several years, where again, we'll be able to advise them that it's not just about the safety and well-being. I know usually, and we've all been there when we were younger as a struggling student, you're trying to be as frugal as possible, and again with a CA membership, you save on other bonuses or other services such as discounts at the movies, and or at some of the local restaurants. So again, as a student, you have to watch your dollars and cents, and the CA card is just an extension of the roadside assistance, where we're ensuring that people save money too.
So if you're a young person out there, if maybe you're a college or university student, a first-time driver even, just be aware that the CAA is reaching out to you. And it is insurance that you can use in the event that your car breaks down, and they offer all kinds of other discounts and bonuses and incentives, and it's money well spent. I can tell you just from personal opinion, and they didn't pay me to say that.
No, we did not.
But you can find out more at caa.ca or
caaneo.ca.
Well, friends, we're out of time. We have to go. But we do appreciate you tuning in. And if you want to see more SST, you can find more online at streetsporttelevision.com. That's streetsporttelevision.com. So until next time, I'm Rick Walker reminding you, when you can't get to the car show, we will bring the car show to you. Catch you next time right here on the next edition of the SST Car Show.
Maverick Multimedia production.